Hi. So at iiko Middle East, we are providing all-in-one point of sale and a restaurant management software. It's a cloud-based solution. We have got three platforms. I'm going to show you all the platforms one by one. The first platform is a web link. This web link can be opened from anywhere in the world and on any device. You can open it on a laptop, on a mobile phone, or on a tablet. You will have your own credentials, which will be linked to your outlets. So you just log in, and you will have if you have multiple outlets, you will get an option something like this. So you select one of your outlets, and you will get a lot of features on this platform. So this basically gives you an overview of what is happening at your outlet, and if your point of sale is connected to the internet, you will have real-time data on this platform as well. I'm going to show you the first thing, which is the forecast. This is a very unique thing that we have in our solution. So it's artificial intelligence. Basis your historical data for 4 weeks, my system will be able to forecast the sales for you on a daily basis. If you scroll down, it can also forecast by the hour. So it is easier for you to make a decision. How many people do you want at the outlet at what particular time, depending on the number of sales that you're expecting in that particular time period. Then we also have forecast for the order type. How many sales are you expecting from delivery? How many from takeaway, dine-in, and express as well? The next part on this platform is the analytics. So on this page, you are able to see a business overview of what is happening at the outlet. We have got options. If you see at the top, you have an option to select day, week, month, or year. So the first thing that it shows is the daily sales. If you scroll a little down, it gives you the breakup of what was the forecasted revenue, what is the actual revenue, how much VAT collected, and what is the average guest check as well. The next thing which comes is the exceptions. Any kind of refunds, cancellation, why it's happening, you will be able to see those numbers on this platform. The next thing is the labor costs. So from my system, your employees can also mark attendance. They will be able to clock in and clock out, and basis the number of their working hours, the cost is calculated here. There are a lot of more features and functions on this platform. One thing I would want you to have a look at is also the purchase orders. So it can auto generate a purchase order as well, depending on the forecasted sales. And then we have an option for an approval layer. So whosoever is the responsible person can approve the purchase order, and the purchase order can be directly sent to the supplier. And once the supplier delivers the product, in the system, you can generate a receiving invoice, and the stock automatically gets updated. The next platform I'm going to show you is the iiko front, which this application will be installed on the POS terminals in your outlet. So all your employees will have a unique code or a card to log in into their profile. So there are 3 ways to log in. The first is a 4-digit PIN. The second is a card that they can use, swipe it on the POS, and they will be able to get into the profile. Or the third option is using their fingerprint. So right now I'm going to show it to you with a 4-digit PIN. I'm just going to log in. So this page that you see, it is a super admin access. You have options to give different accesses to different people depending on their designations. So I'm going to start to show you how the order is punched in case of a dine-in guest. So here you see a map of the layout that you have. This is fully customizable. This can be customized as per your actual layout, and you can have multiple sections at one outlet, for example, indoor, outdoor, and we do not limit the sections that you want to create for yourself. So for example, there is a guest who is at table number 1. So we will just the cashier will just open table number 1 and mention the number of guests, for example, 2, and it takes them to the menu screen. And on the menu screen, you have all these options to punch in the items. So this is how it happens. And we do have options for all the modifiers as well. So this is how you punch the orders. And on the right, these are quick menus. Like if you have some items which sells very often, this can be uploaded under this segment. So it is easier for your cashiers to punch in the orders. Then we do have options for splitting the bill as well, in case if the guest wants to split the bill in 2 equal parts, 2 unequal parts, split between the guests. We have all these options here as well. Plus, we also have options for discounts. All these discounts need to be configured from the back office first. Then only a cashier will be able to apply any kind of discounts. And we do have an option for an approval layer in case if you want your cashiers not to give discounts to each and every customers, and it has to be authorized by a supervisor or a manager. Whenever he will try to punch in any of the discounts, it will ask for a supervisor or a manager access. All right, and once the order is taken, it is sent to the kitchen. So the cashier will click on print, and it goes in the kitchen. I'm going to show you the kitchen screen as well. So in case if you want to have a kitchen screen, this is how your kitchen screen is going to look like. So we will have a preparation time. It is a countdown, which is basis the preparation time for each item. So you have an option to set that as well. So if you have a kitchen display screen, the benefit that you are going to get is there will be two-way communication between the kitchen and your waiters and the cashiers, so that your waiter does not have to run every time to the kitchen to check whether a particular order is being ready or not. So from the kitchen, the chef or the cook will, if this particular order is ready, they will just click on it and click on ready and take. And if your waiters are using an application on their tablets or on their mobiles, they will get a notification that for this particular table and this particular order is ready. So he can just go in the kitchen and picks it up and serve it on the table. And once it is served, the cook will remove this order from the kitchen as it's already been prepared and served. So he will just click on serve, and the order will be removed from his screen in the kitchen. So let me just go back and show you how now the order is ready, served on the table. Now the guest has requested for the bill. So the cashier will print the bill by clicking on guest bill. And we have also different color codings for different tables. So a person sitting at the cash counter knows what exactly is happening at which table. So for example, it is the table number 1 is red at this point of time. Red means guest has requested for the bill. So now the bill is presented, and now the guest wants to close the bill and make the payment. Now on this page, this is how we close the bill, and we do have options for taking the payment through cash, different bank cards. We can also split the payment if the guest wants, for example, say he wants to put say 40 dirham on cash and say 20 dirham on Visa card, and say another 20 on some other card. Or maybe 30, sorry. Yeah, 30 on the card. That's how you have an option to split the payment as well. We do also have options for non-cash payment, which is usually used in case when you are when the guest is a regular guest and you would want them to take food on credit, and they usually make the payment at the end of the month or at the end of the quarter. It depends what you have payment terms with your guests. So this is very useful in terms of when you're dealing with like corporate companies. They usually take food from you, but they would not want to pay every time they're placing an order. So this can be very beneficial in case of corporate companies. They are taking the order, and at the end of the quarter, at the end of the month, they want a statement of account that how much they have purchased, and you can easily pull out this report and send it to this particular company. So that's how a dine-in order is closed. So now you see the color of the table is back to a free table. And I'm going to show you how a delivery order works. So if you're getting an order uh, for delivery, there are two options. Either you will get this order for delivery or pickup. So at the bottom, if you see, we do have options for both. We have delivery as well as pickup. So for example, let's say a guest has called you and asking for a delivery. So this is your customer database. These are all your customers. So the cashier will ask for the mobile number. So for example, 5555. So it's Anna. So he will just select Anna and click on OK, and it will take him to the menu screen. But in case, if, for example, if it is a new customer, he will just click on new guest, and it will ask for all the details. So he can just punch in all the details like the name, the address, the apartment number. If he has any additional comments, can be entered here. And then it goes to the menu screen, and similarly, the way we did before, he will be able to punch in the orders. I'm just going to show you how it works. Let me just select one of the guests which are already there, say Anna, and it takes to the menu screen. Let's say Anna is ordering for a 7-Up, a burger with some modifiers. Okay, so now this is the order which Anna has placed. Now this order will be sent to the kitchen. So the cashier will click on make, and again, the order will be sent to the kitchen display screen and will also show on the delivery screen. Let me show you how the kitchen display screen looks like once again. So again, it says delivery. So the chef also knows that this is a delivery order and needs to be packed and not needs to be served in a plate. Let me just go back. So for example, the order is ready, and he will click on dispatch. Now we do have options for an application for your drivers as well. In case if you have your own drivers, you can assign this particular order to any driver, and the notification will be sent on his mobile phone that there is an order waiting for him at the outlet and needs to be delivered. And as soon as the order is delivered, the driver will change the status of the order as delivered. This will help you to analyze how much time your drivers are taking for the delivery. And it will help you to enhance your customer experience as well. Plus, there are a lot of other features as well. For example, reports, and so this page totally depends on the access you give to your people. So, for example, a cashier will just have very limited access to punch in the order, whereas a supervisor or a manager can have access for reports, and if he wants to have see all other reports like Z report or all these X reports, he will have access. Now let me show you. So this was the front. Now let me show you the back office, which is quite in detail. This is our back office. So this is also a Windows-based application which will be installed on the POS terminal, as well as it will be installed on your laptops, so that you have access to all your data, what exactly is happening at the outlet real time if your point of sale is connected to the internet. So we have all the modules here, starting from inventory module, your employee, staff management, finance, all these details. Let me just take you through. So this platform you're going to basically use when you want to pull out detailed report. So for example, you want to see your sales till date, or you want to pull out any kind of sales report for a particular period. So this is how you do it. So from this page, you will be able to select the time period that you want, and you can also select different storages, and then you will be able to pull out this particular report, which is going to show you the sales for a particular period. And you do have an option to export this report in an Excel format any given point of time. Moving to the next thing is the inventory. So we do have options for uh, um, your items, your ingredients, the semi-finished products that will be prepared in your kitchen, which is actually used in the main recipe. So we do have options for all these things as well. Then we can have multiple storages in one particular outlet as well. Or in case if you have multiple outlets and you have a central storage, we can help you set it up. You will be able to move your items from one storage to another, from your central storage to different outlets. You have that option as well. The next part will be the employee management, which is your staff management. You're going to have the details for all your employees here with their designations. You can upload their basic documents like Emirates ID, visas, and also their medicals. And you can also get a notification if any of these documents are about to expire. The next thing is you will be able to schedule their shifts as well, depending on the forecast which my system is able to do. It will be easier for you to make a decision on scheduling your stuff. And then my system also bases the working hours that your employees are doing. My system is also able to calculate their salaries. Plus, we do have an option for an incentive program as well for your employees. For example, you want to run an incentive around one particular product which is not selling enough. So you create an incentive program for that particular product, and you can maybe give them a percentage of the sales or a fixed amount on a sale. And this can also be designation wise. So if you want only the cashiers to earn incentives, or everybody to earn incentives, it's all possible. You just need to configure it, and we can help you configure that as well. All right, the next thing is the finance. So we do have a finance module as well. This is an additional benefit that you get if you move to iiko, that you don't need to spend extra money on buying a separate accounting software. I have a basic accounting software which can cater to up to 4 to 5 outlets. It can do chart of accounts, balance sheet, plan and actual. You will be able to see your VAT reports. If, for example, if I show you a profit and loss account, so this is how the profit and loss account looks like. So as this is a demo portal, does not have a lot of actual numbers, so you will see a lot of vague numbers here. But in the real time scenario, these are all positive, and this gives you an actual figure. Then you have balance sheet as well, plus cash flow report. This is another important report that everybody would want to have a look at. What is the cash flow? And then we give you an option in the finance module. We give you an option for a customizable report. So once I move to the reports section, then I'm going to show you how exactly it works. All right, so the next part will be delivery. Yes, so if you have a central team, central call center team sitting at a remote location, and if you have multiple outlets, so we do have a call center module as well, which can be used using a PABX box, which is connected to your phone line. So all your call center agents will have this call center module installed on their computers, and whenever there is a incoming call from the customer, it will auto-populate the customer details if it is a repeated customer, and your agent will be able to punch the order from here itself. and assign it to different outlets. All right, so the next and the last part is the reports. So if you see here, there are a lot of reports which we give you access to. There are some standard reports, and then we do also have options for customizable report. We have segregated reports for easy understanding, segregated some reports under different sections. For example, we have some reports under finance, we have some reports under storages, purchases, sales. Uh, this helps you to understand the reports in a better way and for easy access to these reports. Let me just show you how the customizable report works. So this is a report that can be customized as per your requirements. So on the left, this is all the data that you have on all the columns. You just need to drag and drop to the right and you have a report ready with you. So you don't need to contact me or iiko team for any kind of special reporting. You have access to all the data 24/7. You can pull out any kind of report that you want and save it for your future references and export these reports in an Excel format whenever you want.